upgrade. We do have a probe coming out here. seleCT does have pretty decent map control now. He's got forces both parts of the road, north and south. So may try some sort of pincher attack right here at this this statue. I wonder if he focuses it down. He is going to check for this third base here with this southern army, so it's great use of split armies here. NonY's not going to be able to take this third, though seleCT does know that it's about to be established. He's going to take down this pylon, see if it gets cancelled. I believe that was killed, not cancelled. We will see. As NonY's army did move down. He did keep a good split there though, so he sort of expected. He did have this observer here. He kept part of his army so that seleCT was not able to stem up with this force and try to snipe down that nexus. So seleCT's little plan was foiled there. He does still have this split army. If we look at the army tab, 2600 to 3800 for NonY. NonY just has the income advantage and he's exploiting it right now, macroing up hard. He's going to move north with this force and south with this force, so he's going to take on both armies here. Looks like the Zealots are going north, mostly Stalkers, and a few Immortals going south. This Colossi needs to get in here. He's going to take on these units as they try to retreat. Just going to do tons of damage here. No medevacs out yet for seleCT, so no healing is going to be able to be done on these units, and they're just so slow compared to these Stalkers. They need to stem up, but they take more damage as they stem. Now they're going to be pinchered between these two armies. The Colossi again doing great damage. Look at the health, all low health. Looks like he's getting the low health ones inside the bunker, so a smart move by seleCT. And now NonY is going to be able to take this 4600 army against this 3000 army, and he's going to be able to do work on seleCT's base here. Going to try to focus down these bunkers. A few Vikings trying to come in the back. The Stalkers need to focus them down before that Colossus can be taken down. This Colossus at half health now, possibly be taken down. Colossus doing mostly work on SCVs. They need to be on these Marauders doing damage. The Stalkers need to come in and take out these Vikings to protect these Colossi. The Colossus are just going to use their beams on these Marauders here, take them down all low health. One Medevac late coming into the party here. These Stalkers are going to take down all these Marauders. These Vikings forced to land by seleCT. Two more Vikings coming in. They too will land, trying to take down these Stalkers. It looks like he's going to be able to. No forward pylon by NonY, so no reinforcements here. Now Colossus, a lone Colossus trying to come in for some reinforcement, but he's going to have to retreat as all of his brethren just died. The observers for Liquid Tyler, again, going around the map here, are going to check for any sort of hidden expansions that seleCT may have. This third base has been up just a few seconds here, so as NonY pushed out with that pressure, he's going to take that third. He does have a Colossus here. As seleCT moves out with these few Vikings and Medevac and small Marauder army, NonY's just going to pull back. A Stalker in this position is going to prevent any sort of expansion. Looks like an observer is moving through the middle, going to try to find this army and follow it along for seleCT. Both players just macroing up two Colossi now for Liquid Tyler. And then a number of Stalkers. We have a second robotics facility, both of them working, pushing out Immortals, trying to take on, have an answer for those Marauders. Again, just the 3 gateways, very surprising. He does have a Twilight Council, no research yet. As this observer is showing him everything, we may see a drop here, and another great scan by seleCT, so good game sense. He knew that NonY was coming in there, meeting his army, and NonY should have had no idea that he was there. So he knew that scan was going to be there. A scan in the base of NonY, possibly giving away this drop, though you do want to make sure that no army is waiting for you there. So dropping these Marauders, going to try to take down these warp gates. The Vikings are going to go in, search for those Colossi. Here's the Vikings going to come down. Looks like they're going to land in this expansion and try to take it down. These Medevacs pick up all those Marauders, as the Vikings are going to do some economic damage. Down go 3, 4, looks like possibly 5 drones here to these Vikings. But all in all, a relatively weak attack. Looks like these Marauders are going to come down in here now, but those Vikings, no more pressure on these Colossi, since they were all just taken down by NonY there. Another attack was on the south side. I did miss that. Looks like they were able to take down that Nexus, which had warped in. Sorry about that. seleCT attacking from multiple angles, doing a 3-pronged attack in the main, in the natural, and in the south there. He was able to take down that Nexus, so no economic advantage for NonY anymore. If we look at the income, both players off the one base for the most part. The both mains are mined out. and we have another orbital, or the orbital command is being lifted off and moved into this spot here by seleCT. So whoever can get up this third base quickest and perhaps macro up again for another big attack may take the advantage in this one. See another observer coming out. So NonY has been using his observers very well in this game, and he's going to make sure that he has enough of them to provide all the information he needs. Looks like instead of that base there, seleCT is going to try to take this gold. It's a little bit riskier. It's in the center of the map. As he sees, he loses a whole dropship there to those stalkers, and he's going to move along the south there. A number of dropships in as these Marauders and Marines are going to stim up. They're going to back away here. These Vikings are going to be picked off by these stalkers, so he's going to have no answer for these Immortals, or for these Colossi, as they engage in this fight. Trying to take his Vikings to the north here, away from the stalkers, and focus down these Colossi. Looks like the one Colossi going to go down there. All the stalkers are tanking for these Colossi, keeping them in the back. Another Colossi about to go down to these Vikings. The Vikings need to be focused down by the stalkers. Down go the Vikings, one Colossi left and a number of stalkers against this small army. Looks like may see some SCVs pulled off the line. Look at this oversaturation by seleCT. Does not yet have this base set up. The stalkers are going to blink up here and take down this orbital command. Looks like seleCT's going to be forced to move out here. Again, with a small stalker army, a few Immortals can be able to do great damage against those Marauders, especially after they're stimmed. You can two-shot those Marauders, and then the Colossus just providing general damage. Looks like we may see a good concave setup by NonY here. So we see SCVs pulled off the line. NonY is fine with that because no more mining is going to be going on. But seleCT just has so many SCVs, they're going to be tanking this Colossus damage. Colossus need to focus on these Marauders and Marines, not the SCVs. The Stalkers are going to try to take down the Medevacs first, as the Immortals are doing great damage against these Marauders. The blink and take down that Medevac. As we see the Mule come out, he's just chilling out, maybe acting as some sort of target dummy there. Some sort of distraction. Marauders are going to come in again. The Colossus need to focus down the Marauders, not the SCVs there. As the Marauders are going to stim up, try to take down these Immortals. The shields are down for both Immortals. This Immortals, the last legs there, goes down, and just the reinforcements of NonY are too much, as we have the Colossi and two Stalkers here. If you look at the production tab, just 3 Marauders and a Medevac coming out for seleCT, and this might have to be GG, as these Colossus are doing great damage to these SCVs. If you look at the unit count, only 1 SCV left for seleCT. It's just the only one mining gas. A second one comes out. This Colossi going to come down, be focused down by these Marauders. Marauders have great help by this Medevac, but it might be too much. They're going to do a great split, so there's no splash damage. They are able to take down that Colossus, but seleCT is left with 2 SCVs, 1 Mule, to the 33 probes and the 3 bases of Liquid Tyler. So we see the Army tab, 825 to 650, but Liquid Tyler is going to be able to warp in more units here. Still up to 3 gateways, so very surprised he didn't throw down another few gateways. Does have 2 robotics facilities not working at the moment, but he is a little bit mineral light, and seleCT realizes that he's just in too much of a hole. He does not have enough workers, does not have a 3rd base, and then he possibly sees this this army or this attack coming. He knows that NonY is on at least 2, if not 3 bases at this point, so a GG. NonY is able to take the advantage in this series 3-2. He only needs to win 1 more game to move on and beat or face KiwiCocky in the losers bracket. So we'll see how Game 6 works here, as we just finished Game 5 of the series between Liquid Tyler and seleCT. Great game. Look forward to the next one, and I'll see you there.